Hi guys, it's steeljan here, and this video is going to be low tech. We're going to discuss low resistance, high volts, low volts, variable voltage, and I brought my toaster. Hey guys, it's steeljan here. So you might be asking yourself, how on earth is a toaster anything like an e-cigarette? Well, I'm going to tell you that in a whole lot of ways they're basically the same device. You've got a canthalar nichrome heating wire in here, heating coil. You've got the same canthalar nichrome heating coil. Well, it's not a coil. There's strips of wire in here. If this e-cigarette was a variable voltage mod, so that I could vary the power going to the cartomizer, right here on the front of my toaster is basically the same thing. I'm going to vary the power going to the wire here to vary how much my toast gets toasted. Yeah? Show the inside of the toaster, please. See the wires turning red? Those are the same exact, that's the same wire as used in an e-cigarette. It's nichrome or canthal wire in there. It's a wire that has a resistance to it. But you can put some voltage and amps through it, you can put some wattage through it, and it will heat up. That's how it expels the power from the power source, is through tremendous heat. So what you're doing when you're making toast, let's just talk toast. Let's talk toast, shall we? When you get a toaster, you play with your toaster for a while and you find out what makes your perfect toast. If you're used to having just plain old good old ordinary bread, this is whole wheat, delicious, then you'll know exactly where your setting is that gives you the perfect toast just the way you like it, right? Okay, now what if you put in a piece of really skinny bread? Really skinny bread. Well, you know you've got to turn the knob down to get this piece of skinny bread to make the perfect toast, your optimal toast. And if you toast a bagel, this is a pretend bagel because I didn't have one. If you have a bagel, then you know that you've got to crank it up higher because this is a bigger, fatter piece of bread. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this is like a low resistance atomizer or cartomizer. That's like 1.5, 1.7 ohms. This is a standard cartomizer, around 2.5 ohms. It can be 2.3 to 2.8, around in there, standard atomizer or cartomizer. And this bagel is like a 3 ohm and up atomizer or cartomizer, and sometimes they're called HV. Now that means they're being used, they can be used for high voltage. Now this skinny piece of bread, this low res atomizer or cartomizer, this can be dual coil or regular coil, doesn't matter. The fact that it's 1.5, 1.7 ohms means it's low resistance. So now let's think about that. We want optimum toast. That's what we want. Every time we have our piece of toast, we want it to be the perfect brownness that we like. And it's the same thing when we're vaping. What you're looking for is that optimum flavor and vapor, and for people who use nicotine, they want a specific throat hit that really satisfies them. Yeah? Today I'm rocking a smokeless image volt cartomizer on top of my little green alien mod that you can see in one of my other videos. Okay, so we want optimum brownness of toast, we want optimum vape. So just like with our optimum toast, what we're going to do is if we have a low resistance atomizer or cartomizer, we're going to want to dial back the voltage. In other words, a low resistance atomizer or cartomizer is good at the 3.7 volt range. If you've got a battery mod that's got a big fat battery in it, it has to be 450 milliamp hours or better. Then this is going to give you a thicker, richer vape. If you like it, then that's your optimum vape. If you've got 3.7 volts and you don't like it that hot or thick or whatever, a standard resistance atomizer or cartomizer might be for you. If you're wanting to vape at 5 or 6 volts, then get a bagel. Get an HV or high resistance atomizer or cartomizer, 3 ohms or more, 4.5 ohms, 5 ohms, and see which one you like. It's going to depend on which e-liquid you're using, how much flavoring it has in it, how much nicotine it has in it, what its mixture ratio is between vegetable glycerin and PG, propylene glycol, and maybe it has some water in it. So just like with a piece of bread and your toaster, all you're looking for is your optimal. Now here's why I'm doing this video. What's that, a fly in here? Oh lordy. We had the doors open because it's a nice day today. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, every day I get, gosh, 15 to 25, sometimes 30 private messages either here on YouTube or over at e-cigarette forums with people saying things to me like, I just built a 5-volt box mod and I put my low resistance dual coil atomizer on it, or cartomizer on it, and it tastes really burned and crappy. What can I do? Well, if you're building a 5-volt box mod, you're not going for a low resistance atomizer or cartomizer. You see, what you're doing is you're trying to find your sweet spot of vaping. High voltage and low resistance is not going to hit it. It may for some people, or maybe just that some people like to have bragging rights that, you know, hey, they hooked up 6 volts and a low res something and really rocked it. Well, I'm going to tell you that's the few and far between, and it may not even be true. I can't vape at 5 volts and enjoy it, even on a standard res cartomizer, so I can't imagine how anybody's rocking any sort of low resistance with really high voltage. It's just, ugh, to me that's just a horrible burnt taste. It's like I put my toast, it's like if you took your skinny piece of bread and said, man, I'm gonna make me some mega toast here, man, I'm cranking it all the way up, oh, it's gonna give me great toast. No, it's gonna give you a piece of charcoal. And it's the same thing with your vaping. You stick some really high voltage and a low resistance atomizer cartomizer on it, you may blow your atomizer or cartomizer, you may wreck your battery, but the vape that's going to come out of it, to me, is going to taste like crap. That's my story, I'm sticking with it. So yeah, what you're looking for is an optimum vape. So yeah, some folks like to have a variable voltage mod like this toaster, so that no matter what atomizer or cartomizer they want to use, and no matter which e-liquid they buy, they can play with it to get a perfect piece of toast, a perfect vape. Not looking for how high can I go with how low of a resistance and it makes me grow hair on my chest. No. So that's it, guys. You're looking for an optimum piece of toast. And it doesn't mean you always have to buy low res dual coils. Now, yeah, I'm not going to go into anything else. I was just about to, but I'm not going to go to. That's it for me, guys. This is steeljan, and I hope you find your optimal vaping experience. That's what we're after here, right? Keep on vaping. I'll see you. Oh, and I'm going to put the Grim Green tag at the end of my videos from now, because I'm in the Grim Green army. Grim Green's a great guy. Okay, that's it. Bye. See you guys. Steeljan.